Good morning. This is KELOLAND On the Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
One teenager is dead and another is facing charges along with a 33-year-old woman following a shooting at a Sioux Falls home early Tuesday morning. Police say the initial call to 911 indicated a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
But that's not what their investigation is uncovering.
During the investigation of the shooting, detectives discovered that there had been witnesses that had been told to leave the scene prior to police arrival. Detectives were able to track down these witnesses, and through interviews and a preliminary investigation of the scene and the body, it's determined that this gunshot wound was not self-inflicted.
Witnesses tell police the teens were horsing around with a gun and thought it was unloaded. It went off, striking the victim in the head.
Police arrested 33-year-old Savannah Lee Randall on charges of accessory to manslaughter, 9 counts of abuse or cruelty. She also faces a charge of false reporting for trying to make the incident look like a self-inflicted gunshot.
Initiated Measure 28 was designed to eliminate taxes on consumable items. However, towns across South Dakota could lose thousands of dollars from the change.
Mayors say that losing money in their budgets could affect the price of other items.
It's going to help the taxpayer out, but there's a cause and effect. You know, something else is going to be affected because of that.
Mayors encourage people to inform themselves on the ins and outs of IM28 and to talk to local government to see how it would affect their communities.
South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is praising a memorandum of understanding the State Highway Patrol and Department of Public Safety signed with the Crow Creek Sioux Tribe.
It's a mutual aid agreement that we signed with the tribal leaders at Crow Creek, and we're excited about the opportunities. It's already been utilized during their powwow very successfully, and the opportunity for us to address some of their public safety needs and to partner with them, I think, is really special.
The Crow Creek Reservation is located in the center of the state. Tribal Chairman Peter Lenkeek said last week that the agreement will bring the Highway Patrol to the reservations as they are needed. Now let's head over to the KELOLAND Live Doppler HD Storm Center to get a check of this morning's weather. Good morning, Brian.
All right, good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. Weather for the weekend turning hotter and more humid. That's the big story. Let's take a look at the forecast details today. High temperature 82 Sioux Falls, 85 in Mitchell, 89 in Chamberlain, and all the way to 91 in Rapid City. Now, thunderstorm chances today look to be pretty limited. A couple of things may pop up in the Black Hills by late this afternoon or this evening, and also the far southeast. We can't rule out a couple of cells on radar today, maybe a couple more tonight. We'll show you that on Futurecast and your weekend update coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Brian. Well, people in Burke, South Dakota unveiled a hand-painted mural last night,
honoring the late South Dakota Native American artist Oscar Howe. Art teacher Kate Witt painted this mural on one of the city's basketball courts.
I know about painting murals. I've been doing that for a few years, but to paint a mural that's on the ground with a product that has sand and water and this base and this tent, we were mixing in these huge trash cans. It was a whole different deal.
It took a year of planning and 10 days of painting to complete the mural. It cost close to $30,000, but was paid for by a grant.
Sioux Falls Public Schools were buzzing with excitement on Thursday.
It was the first day back to school for the Sioux Falls School District, and our camera crew stopped by RF Pettigrew Elementary and talked with a new teacher who's excited to inspire.
When I was in school, I had a lot of teachers that impacted me in a positive way. They made me want to come to school. They made it engaging, exciting, and just kind of made it a safe space, and that's what I strive to do for my students.
The Sioux Falls School District hired 148 new teachers for this school year.
College students are getting ready to head to campus. Augustana University will have over 1,000 students living on campus this semester.
This weekend will be a busy time at Augie.
Saturday morning, bright and early, first-year students will move in.
Move-in is also set for this weekend at University of Sioux Falls. About 600 students will stay on campus at USF this year. And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens.
All right, our weather update here for the weekend. Couple things for tomorrow. We do have a fire weather watch in effect for the far southwestern corner of South Dakota, extending over into Wyoming. That does include Newcastle and also Hot Springs and Edgemont. So it's been dry. We've been dealing with some really rough conditions on the drought monitor there, and any condition, of course, tomorrow with the wind and just the humidity and all those factors, very high fire danger there. How about the end of the weekend into Monday? Well, we could be looking at East River, some storm potential here. We do have a frontal system that'll be moving in at the tail end of the weekend and into Monday, so just keep that in mind, that we might have to deal with some storm chances. A lot of factors yet to figure out on that. This morning, not much on radar yet, but we've been keeping an eye on the southeast. I can't rule out a couple of storms, even the Yankton area, Worthington, overnight tonight, at least at that 20 to 30% level through early tomorrow morning. So that could brush Sioux Falls just a little bit. Then it's off to the races on the temperature. It's going to be much hotter, especially by Sunday. Here's the day one outlook for today. We're talking 82 thereabouts in Sioux Falls by the late afternoon. Rapid City in the low 90s there. And again, can't rule out a couple of little hits of rain in the southeast. A couple more cells there in the southwest at 7 o'clock. Most of that, though, the problem is in western South Dakota. We just don't have a lot of deep humidity there, so that could, again, result in some dry lightning. Tomorrow, if we have any rain widely scattered in the southeast early, that should pivot to the north. We're going to open the door to a lot of upper 90s to near 100-degree levels toward Phillip and Rapid City. I think Pierre will be in the mid-90s tomorrow afternoon. Sioux Falls, mid-80s. Now, Sunday gets a little more tricky. We've got the potential here for, I would say, heat index in Sioux Falls over 100. And, in fact, our forecast high is 92. So find the best way you can to stay cool on Sunday, because it is going to be a hot day. 89 on Monday, that's not much better. And again, those storm chances coming into the forecast Monday into early Tuesday. Numbers here for Aberdeen also impacted by the frontal system coming in. So I do think Sunday night, Monday morning, that's one round of storms. And then we'll see if we can cool off these numbers by Tuesday, returning back to the low 80s. The outlook for Pierre, central South Dakota, mid-90s on Saturday and Sunday. And then that chance of thunderstorms is there, although it's not quite as high for Pierre on Monday. And Rapid City, well, this makes a difference. We're going to go from all these 90s close to 100 on Saturday, and then back to 83 by Monday. Check out the details with the weather online at KELOLAND.com.